and all these other black celebrities who aren't going to pull their money together, and even if they did, the white NFL still wouldn't let them own the team. Yeah, how y'all feel? I bet y'all had the same feeling when Black Panther came out. You're like, oh my god, they're totally going to do it. And by the way, once there's even reports, multiple reports saying, like, pretty much once Jerry Richardson pretty much finishes the deal, like, the investigation of him is going to go away. So now that they got another good old boy, because, you know, NFL, they keep that money in house. They pulled from within to get somebody, and no real outrage is being shown. They got a guy from the inside, and now he's going to own the team. So, yeah, all white owners, all white males. Nobody else getting a real chance to own the team. I guess all other offers probably were rejected.
No, that's not what happened.
It's more of the same.
No, that's not what happened. Nobody had the cash.
Exactly.
That's it. Wasn't people got rejected. It was they didn't have the cash. He had the cash because he actually got it below market value. He got it below asking price because Richardson actually wanted. Right? He got it for 2.2. Richardson wanted 2.5, 2.6.
Yeah.
So pretty much Richardson did not want to sell to this guy. He wanted to sell to a North Carolina native. He wanted to sell to, and then he wanted to sell to North Carolina, and he wanted to get 2.6 million. He got 2.2, and he's selling to a South Carolina native. And, so pretty much, leave the team he took 2 L's.
Not really.
Because that's just how the NFL is.
If I got $2.27 billion, did I really take an L?
I mean,
give me $2 billion to never speak to you again. Do I really take an L? And you, anybody.
I mean,
he's a white male in America.
I mean,
who has almost $2.5 billion. All he has to do is go away forever.
I think when you're that old, you don't really care about money like that. When you're that old and that rich, you don't really care about money like that because he already had that. That was an asset that he has.
Start another business.
And he no longer has that asset. But he's never going to be able to own a professional sports team. And when you've reached that height, that extra ego of having an asset that is not just important to you, but important to millions of people, that just makes your ego go even higher. And to not have that and to be blackballed and ostracized is just like...
He ain't blackballed. He's whiteballed. It's a white collar.
Come on,
It's a white collar crime.
Come on, dude.
That is a white collar crime. What he did.
Come on.
He got fleeced in business. He got fleeced in business. That's a white collar crime. He got fleeced in business.
I mean, even with Donald Sterling, because
the definition.
Because it's a similar situation where.
And how's Donald Sterling doing?
He still hasn't given up on trying to get the Clippers back. He had a
lawsuit. Side piece too.
He had a lawsuit until last year, and he's suing her. Yeah, exactly.
The wife.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like he's not doing it because of money. He still has all his investments, and he's still a shitty landlord everywhere. Exactly. There you go. And that's the same thing with Richardson. It's going to be.
And Richardson's apparently racist and womanized.
That's why
has billions of dollars. So he didn't get shut out. He didn't lose all his money. He lost the franchise, but he got how much did he pay for? Put it to you this
way. He completely lost his legacy because
he lost a car. He can go buy a dealership.
No, the whole thing that he wanted, like I said, the two things he wanted was he wanted the 2.6 to say he sold a sports team for more than anyone else, and he wanted the North Carolina native to keep it in-house because he started the franchise, right?
And that's
so he wants to keep it there. And that's why even the person that he wanted could not get approved because he had Steph Curry and a bunch of other people. He basically had a bunch of people in his group. And they were like, why are we going to let this whole big-ass group in when we can let this one dude in? And we don't have to vet him. We don't have to go through anything.
So much
and it's diversity. All up front. We don't have to worry about banks. We don't have to worry about anything. It's all cash money.
Yeah, that's a back house deal.
But yeah, so pretty much Richardson had to sell it to someone he didn't want to, and that's his fault. He messed up his own legacy.
So he stubbed his toe. He don't care about legacy, bro.
Yeah, he does.
He cares about ego.
Like, ego is legacy.
No, it's
Ego's connected to legacy.
No, ego.
Legacy's how other people see you. Ego's how you see yourself.
Yeah, but
they're connected.
What's Michael Jordan's legacy?
It depends who you ask.
I feel like
It
if
depends.
you
It
ask a
depends
lot
who
of
you
people,
ask.
it does. But if you ask a lot of people,
It
they'll say
depends.
greatest basketball player ever, and then whatever else they got to say about him.
It's changing. Shout out to LeBron.
Slowly, but it's like with Richardson, he's still getting $2.27 billion. You know how much money you know how much business and capital you can invest.
But
in
what
something?
I'm saying,
he could go
don't
just
care
invest in
about that,
Bitcoin
bro.
and
he doesn't care about that.
Okay,
we
know, but he's not really losing.
No, I'm not saying
He
he's
lost.
losing.
He lost a car.
I'm not saying he's not losing, but he's not winning.
Give me $2 billion. I'm winning. If you're gonna give me $2
You're
billion,
saying that.
you
You're
give me
saying
$2
that,
billion to go away.
But
fine.
you're saying that from your perspective. You're not saying that
because I've never had $2
That's
billion.
what I'm saying. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's easy for us to say that, but when you're already sitting on billions, it's like.
So exactly, it's
I
even less
actually,
of a problem for him.
I want to actually be.
He's just being petty.
It's more than he is being petty for sure, but it's even more than that. It's like
because if he
wants to be important, and when you're not an owner, think about how many rich people. There's a lot of rich people that are rich that we don't know about, and some of them like it that way. But a lot of them don't because they want to be important because you get everything. You get everything you want.
Losers in high
you
school.
get all the house. You get the cars. You get the women. You have great portfolio, and you're still not happy. So the next thing is to get that.
I'm crying tears of pain.
The next thing you get is that affirmation from other people that you're important, that you're rich, that you're doing something meaningful.
So you're an insecure elitist.
Which is why I'm telling you, like you're saying it's all about business, but I'm telling you it's not. As we've talked about on the show millions of times, sports is a reflection of culture. It is the intangible things. It is a human interest story at the root of it all. It's what makes us people. And that's why, like, you're saying, like, oh, it's a business. Yeah, it is. You're right, 100%. But at the same time, the reason why people make these emotional buys, the reason why the dude who just bought the Nets paid way over market value. He paid like 2.7. Why? Because he's emotional and he just wanted to say he owns a team. He wants to be important to millions of fans. He wants ESPN to write about him.
You want to know how much he paid
wants to be
for
important.
the team? Richardson, according to an article on CNN.
Yeah. He created it in 1996. He didn't pay nothing.
He paid $206 million in
paid
1993 for the rights to start the team, according to Forbes.
Yep.
In 2009, his family owned 48% of the team. Now, if y'all want to do quick math, subtract and don't use Common Core. I swear to God. Oh, I hate the Gates for that. Subtract $2.27 billion from $206 million and tell me how much you got. That's how much money you got.
You still have billions.
You still have billions. So again, if I lose my car but I still have a dealership.
But again, bro, it's what I'm telling you. You're speaking from you.
No, I'm speaking from the general public who doesn't have $2 billion.
That's true.
Like most people in the 1% club, yeah, they're probably all pissed and he's crying into his mint julep. And I could really care less. Like, on multiple fronts.
It's true.
Financially, racially.
It's true.
From an athletic standpoint, I don't care. You deserve to lose your team.
It's true.
You're a scumbag.
It's true.
Like, name one person who gained $1 billion and didn't shed some blood. Honestly, you cut that short too, jerk. But honestly, like, you could become a millionaire in this country. It's possible. Without having anybody dying or some horrible stuff happening or terrible business practices. Some people win the lotto. It's Tuesday, go to Bluebird Liquor. Like, whatever. Or you strike it big with the tech thing in college. Whatever. But you get $1 billion, nah, homie, somebody died for that. That's blood money. Sorry. There's too many people who are out here poor and struggling, and you got $1 billion, $2 billion to be exact, for me to feel sorry for you in any way, shape, or form, short of you dying. And in some cases, I don't even feel...
even then. Even then, why would you feel bad?
Like, bro, you're going to get buried in a gold casket. Like, somebody's probably going to jump in the casket with you because they can't live without you. Like, whoever in your family is with you, probably going to get a huge inheritance. That money ain't going nowhere. Generational wealth grows, I think, 3 to 5 times faster than our nation's GDP.
For sure.
Sorry, not feeling sorry for you, especially when you only put in, and I can't believe I'm only saying only 206 million.
1%.
That's a flip. That's a re-up.
That's 1%.
You cashed out the game. You did.
1%.
You pulled a Frank Lucas. Dipped with all your money, you're gone forever. Congratulations. That's business 101. They should teach that in marketing classes and business classes across America. How to finesse a team. They should teach that in a business ethics class at CSUN, even though we know there's no ethics in business.
All right, so since Jerry Richardson lost his team, basically, because he got Me Too, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Reuben Foster.
He got more than Me Too. That's, oh man.
Reuben Foster pretty much got slandered and lost in the courts of public opinion. But then, today, turns out his ex-girlfriend came up and testified that she pretty much made up the whole thing.
Definitely made up the whole thing. Lied about all of it.
And lied about it all.
Bitter ex-girlfriend. That's why you gotta vet the women in your life.
So, yeah, Reuben Foster, the world is sorry, I guess. I mean, what do you do?
I've been waiting all day for this.
Go for it.
I'll say this, and it's obvious, and I'm not going to get too racial, but we all know, for people who know and actually pay attention, and historically just based on this country, the easiest person to blame for a crime is a black man, or just a black male in general, because we have a tendency to believe it. Years of stereotype threat, lynchings, just all types of propaganda against black men. It's really easy to believe that we're like the worst thing ever, even though statistically it shows we're actually the most downtrodden, attacked group and the poorest. But whatever. I'm not even surprised that his girl said that she got mad at him because they broke up that morning, and she told the cops that she wanted to end him. My only question is, how much federal time does she get? Because she deserves to go to jail. She's a criminal. Like, you falsified a police report. You lied. I mean, yeah, you told the truth in court, but you literally tried to ruin a human being. Like, he can come after you in court, civil court, if he wants to, with a tort against you. So I just want to know, how many times are we going to see these cases where dudes in the NFL, black men in general, get blamed for domestic violence, and then we find out they didn't do anything wrong? Especially these athletes. Because once we find that out, it's like, oh, you're the worst person ever. You're just like Ray Rice. And it's like, not every... Domestic violence is huge in scope, and there's so many different factors. Unless you're in the room and you know what happened, you can't make an assumption. But with this coming out, nah, she got to get thrown in jail.
I think the biggest thing...
She ain't a victim in any way, shape, or form.
I think the biggest thing, and I kind of just went to a panel about this, and I think the biggest thing with this situation opposed to everything else was it was so believable, right? Even you believed it because
he has anger issues.
Because of his anger issues.
And Alabama linebackers have that stigma.
Because of his past things.
Committing crimes.
And I think, while everything you said is on point, the added element to it is it's also on the individual to, like you said, not only vet the people you're around, but also vet yourself and your image and to have a positive image so that when stuff like this comes out, social media doesn't just keep regurgitating it and keep convicting you and stone you and slander you. No, because...
Bro, we live in the era where
social media. I already know what you're going to say.
Have you seen the memes out here from Infinity War?
Yes.
You get social media first.
All right. Can I finish my fucking point?
Wow, okay, yeah. That's going to be a meme.
Yes.
Angry Pete.
Social media is an echo chamber, and yes, they will crucify you and stone you in public. But it's also an accountability thing where if people like you, because social media is largely based on like, if they like you, they will also come and defend you. And we've seen that even with rappers who are no longer on Spotify, that they have quotes of people who defend them and point out good things that people do, because that's how this world is right now. It's confirmation bias. You believe what you want to believe. Yes, but now because
humans.
everyone is connected, it's on a grander scale than just our own little fucking huts and village.